Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another senses-shattering episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Transformers Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy Galactic Odyssey Collection Botropolis Rescue. This is an Amazon exclusive. It wasn't really that hard to get. It was supposed to come in February, but then got delayed. And so anyway, it's here now. And we're going to do a review on it. And we're going to look at each piece individually. And just the alt modes that are necessary. We're not going to look at all the alt modes, just the alt modes that are necessary. And then at the end, we'll do a big combination and look at stuff and some things that I figured out. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like what you see, please comment below, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future, when my content releases, you will be notified. And with all that said, let's get into it. First off, let's take a look at the packaging. It's pretty plain, as we are used to with Generation Selects, and that's fine. It doesn't really need a lot of box. There's this, I guess, Botropolis symbol. Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, something in Cybertronian. Galactic Odyssey Collection 8+ Hasbro. On this side, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. The label on this side, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Karatomi, Botropolis Rescue, includes 6 figures, 2 accessories, and Planet spec card and instructions. And then a bunch of that in foreign languages. Here's some other small print symbols that I do not know. Barcode, authentic Transformers. On this side, the Amazon label, I'm assuming. Backside, not really anything to write home about. We looked at that side. Let's look at the other side. Do not stick things in your oral orifice. More fine print. Recycle or made of recycled, whichever. I don't know. It does have a little number stamped into it. I don't know what that's for, but there it is. On the inside of the packaging, a little different than most selects, but not unusual for the Galactic Odyssey collection. We have this map in color. Here's something we're all too familiar with, the clamshell. Get that out of the way. What else comes in the box? The huge instruction manual, or at least more huge than the others. This stupid paper right in the trash can. Our Botropolis card. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Light, get out of the way. And on the inside, the what I'm assuming is the Botropolis symbol, and where I cut out all the ties. I should have dumped that in the trash too. All right, that does it for that part. Let's look at the card. Transformers, Earthrise, War for Cybertron Trilogy, some Cybertronian writing, Botropolis, and I'm assuming Botropolis in Cybertronian. The Botropolis symbol, some kind of barcode, and also here at the top, the same barcode looking deal. A picture of Botropolis. And that's the front of the card. On the back of the card, Botropolis, and again in Cybertronian and the barcode doodad. Let's see what it says. Botropolis is a roving comet The terrain is mobile and densely populated city. Sector is Outer Rim 1. Coordinates Zone 3, District 18, 36. Aspect 4. Known hazard, rogue mercenaries. And it just says the same thing down there on the other side here. Primary life forms, GoBots. I'm going to zoom in a little bit or bring it closer to the camera. You can see I'm not making that up. GoBots. GoBots. Okay. Resources, Goberyllium, a flexible metallic element detected. Key data, civilization built on a mobile comet. Inhabitants serve as protectors to other planets in need. And that would be GoBots. GoBots. Psykill, Leader 1, GoBots. All right, that does it for the card. Get it out of the way. Let's take a quick look at the instructions. Galactic Odyssey Collection, Botropolis Rescue Mission. And this thing folds out. And folds out and folds out. But anyway, as you can see, just like it looks like most Earthrise instructions, nicely illustrated. Try not to stumble on my words. Yes, nicely illustrated. I like the colors that they're doing in Kingdom on the instructions a little better than just darkening in what they're talking about. So, but anyway, there's the instructions, and that covers the packaging. And now let's take a look at the alt modes. This is Micromaster and Moonrock. They are Micromaster combiners. I guess you would call them combiners. Anyway, two of them combined together to make a larger vehicle, which was also a Micromaster gimmick back in G1. And this guy looks pretty cool joined together. The missile platform moves up and down. It does even lock into place right here. The missile does come off, so you can shoot it at stuff. Snaps right back on there. Rolls decently like a Micromaster. And just to show you how he kind of sizes up with other Micromasters, there's this police car one. I don't remember his name, but there he is. So that's kind of how he scales up with the other Micromasters, and he does just pull apart to make two. Missile Master and Moonrock and police car guy. And here's fire truck guy. All right. That covers those two. Moving right along. And we have another Micromaster combiner set. Fusor and Blastmaster. And as you can see, they are a space shuttle. Pretty nice looking one too. Not so nice looking on that side. And these guys also do come apart I'm not going to pull these guys apart until we go over transformation. But here's what he scales up with the other Micromasters from Siege. All right. That gets him out of the way. And here is Over Air in his, I call it airport mode. Basically a repaint of Air Raid, I think his name was. Yeah, Air Raid, the Decepticon guy. And it does roll a little bit. This is how he scales up with Micromasters. Missile Master and Moonrock. Fusor and Blastmaster. There's really not a whole lot to say about this alt mode. I like it. It's neat. It works for what it is. It's a little airport, a place to land your Micromasters. And next up is Ironworks, who is a repaint of Ironworks. I don't know why they didn't give this guy a new name too. It's weird. Somebody being lazy. All right, there he is. He does have different details here also than Ironworks has. Gauges and such. And this is how he scales up with some other Micromasters. And Missile Master, Moonrock, Fusor, and Blastmaster. All right. And I think that covers it for the alt modes. Transformations are next. And since Ironworks was the last one up here, we'll go ahead and see if I can remember how to make him a robot next. Probably should have started with a robot, but, you know. So you start by kind of just pulling them apart. All right, once you have him apart, oh, missed that part. All right, now once you have him apart, flip his head up, turn it around, flip that down, and take the piece with the hips, snap it in there. Well, it's not snap it, the peg's in there. Then this other ramp has 2 peg holes. It's on either side. You just put them on these pegs here. All right, that part is done. Kind of adjust his hips out a little bit. Pop one of his arms on him. Twist it around. Twist this piece around. He has a hook. Let's do the other arm first. Fold it out. Put that down. Stop bumping the camera. Dang it, get in there. There we go. Now for the legs. Fold that out. Fold that out. And just slide them on there. And take this part of the gun and this part of the gun. They can be two separate parts of the gun, or two separate guns rather. But seeing as how he has one hand and a hook hand, we'll just make it one gun. All right, get him out the way and bring in over air. Start by pulling him apart. I don't know if I needed to pull all that apart right there, but I did. So there it is. This part. This part. Feet out of there. Dang it, you. I know you come out of there. There you go. That piece unpegs right here. See if I can get his head up. Turn around. All right. There's that piece done. And that piece will go that way. No, it goes that. No, it goes that way. I think. All right. For his arms, it's not all that hard. That piece just kind of pops out a little bit. And goes on here. Yep, that's correct. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a hand. Why am I looking for it? I don't know. All right, there we go. There's his arms. Now for his legs. Fold this down. Fold that down. There's a peg here and a hole here. All right, that's a leg. Same with this leg. And they just pop on those knee pegs. Did I do this arm wrong? I may have. Let's see. There we go. That's better. So that goes on here, and this one is an extra gun. Oops. So he has a gun arm and a gun. All right. That's him. Now let's get Fusor and Blastmaster. And come apart, you two. There you go. Pull his arms out. Flip his feet down. Flip this panel up. Which way does that flip? No, it's supposed to flip somewhere. That can't be right. I guess that is right. Okay. All right, there is Fusor. Right, yes, Fusor. And Blastmaster. See if I can remember how to do him. A little better than I did Fusor. Let's flip the wings back. Pull the arms out. Maybe. Got one out. There's the other one. Or maybe his feet will flip down. Ah, there they go. Yep. Where is his head? Well, I know it's in there somewhere. Ah, there we go. It's going the wrong way with it. There we go. All right. Blastmaster. And now we will look at Moonrock and Micromaster. Pull them apart. We'll start with Moonrock, maybe. Pull his arms out. Pull his legs down and separate them. Push that peg back. All right. A minute, something right. Ah, there we go. Excuse me. These pieces push back into the feet. All right. There he is. Micromaster. Let's see. Okay, start with his legs. Pull them apart. And the arms pull out and down at the same time. All right, and there is Micromaster. Next up, let's take a look at the robot modes, and we will start with Moonrock. And pretty much what you'd expect with a Micromaster. Ball joint on the shoulder. Arms go all the way around. Go out that far, not quite 90 degrees. The head. It will go all the way around. I'm not going to make it go all the way around, but it will. Can't get it back straight. He kicks forward that far, not quite 90 degrees. Knee bend at about 90 degrees. It's a ball joint at the knee, so he does get a little bit of rotation there. And his legs will go apart that far. All right. Moonrock. Here's Missile Master. I can't get my hands in there to see if his head turns, so I'm not even going to try. Ball joint at the shoulder. Rotates the arm all the way around. They go out that far. Leg kicks forward 90 degrees. Back that far. Not quite 90 at the knee. And no ball joint at the knee. And then he has this huge missile backpack. But the missile can't come off if you don't want it on there. That's fine. I like to keep it on there because that way I won't lose parts. All right, Missile Master. Now let's take a look at Fusor. I don't think his head turns. Ball joint at the shoulder. Arm goes all the way around. Go out that far. Leg kicks up that far. Leg goes back that far. Knees do not bend the way they're supposed to. They do bend forward all the way to the legs, but I don't think that's going to do much of anything for posing. All right, Fusor and Blastmaster, right? Yes, Blastmaster. Ball joint at the shoulder. His arms will go up that far, down that far, because this piece gets in the way. Ooh, forgot to fold that in on transformation. And that too. Silly me. No, he's correct. Arms will go out that far. Oops, wrong leg. He kicks up that far. 90 degrees at the knees. Don't really, I mean, the legs can go that far apart. Blastmaster. Over air is next. I really like the face on this one. It's hard to see, but he's a Cyclops. I like that. I like that. He has nice colors on him. He has arms that fall off. But let's look at the articulation. The head does go all the way around. And with transformation, he can look up. You know, I mean, his head can go all the way back into his back. But you can't make him look up. Nothing down. Arm. If you can keep it from falling off, it will go all the way around. Goes. Dang it. If you lift this up, goes out that far. Leg kicks up way past 90. Backwards, about the same. And about 90 degrees at the knee. He does not have wrist rotation. He does have an elbow. I forgot to say, he does have elbow that goes 90 degree and rotation at the elbow here. And then he has rotation at the knees, but that's, you know, because his legs pull off. Dadgummit. Alright, his legs go apart that far, which is pretty much all the way. And he has ankle tilt. Tilty, that far. But no pivot. Right, and that covers over air. Now let's look at Ironworks. I like the colors on this Ironworks probably better than the original one. It's kind of standout-ish to me. That's just me. Articulation, his head goes all the way around. It's on a ball joint. He can look down that far and up that far. And he has some waggle. Arm goes all the way around. Goes out that far. And due to transformation, his elbow bend actually will go all the way up without the gun in his hand. On that side, at least. On this side, 90-degree elbow for the hook hand. He does have rotation on the hook. This hand does not have rotation. He does have rotation at the elbow. And at the elbow on this side as well. No waist rotation. He does have some waist movement. He's hinged into this ramp piece. So he does have some movement, but not all the way around. Legs. Kicks up that far. Kicks back none. Better than 90 degrees at the knee, but that's due to transformation because all this piece locks right up in there. Feet. Nothing forwards and back, but he does have some tilt. No pivot, just tilt. Nice Autobot symbol right there. All right, and that covers robot mode. All right, now let's take a look at some scale comparisons. How they scale up with other Transformers. There is Micromaster fire truck guy who doesn't really want to stand up. Let me fix his butt. Make his ladder come out. Maybe that'll hold him up. Yeah, there we go. All right, there's Micromaster fire truck guy. I don't remember his name. Here is Micromaster police car guy. So that's how they scale up with other Micromasters. And with me as always is Legends Class Titans Returns Bumblebee. And here is Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. So I'd say those guys scale up pretty nicely. I really like the way Hasbro is doing their scale now. Not necessarily keeping the same price points, with the leader classes being smaller for the most part, at least in Earthrise. And it's still that leader class price point. But that's a discussion for another video. All right, that does it for Robot Mode Scale. All right, and now for the fun part. Let's move these guys out of the way. And Ironworks has connectors here. Overair has connectors here. And you just snap them together. Not anything new. If you guys have had any of these modulators, you know they join together. That's, but these guys joining together like this, that looks pretty cool, right? Then Moonrock and Master just kind of hang out. Why he said there, that's better. They just kind of hang out, and a piece that I have not brought in until now is this missile rocket doodad thingamajigger. And what you can do with this is take Blastmaster and Fusor, and they have a little, oh, don't mean to flip nobody off. They have a little peg right there. Little hole, little hole, little hole. So whichever little hole you want to stick their little peg in. Ooh. Space shuttle on a rocket booster. Nice, right? Well, this is how the instructions tell you to put it. Right on there. Right on top of the control tower. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think there's going to be a lot of jet wash coming from there, and that's not a really good place to put it. Now, another place that you could put it is this peg right over here. Still a little bit close to the tower, wouldn't you say? I think so. So, now for the really, really fun part. If you have the regular release of Ironworks, you can put him in his tower mode, and if you, as you can see, I have modified it slightly. Take the rocket, and there's a peg right here on this flap. And you just peg the rocket into it. And then what I like to do is that, and then we have a rocket gantry. And like I said, in this mode, there's really no way for it to connect up good. So, and it does flop, so be careful. I just like to move it over back here somewhere. That's better. And then you got this crane arm over here. You can, we're loading supplies. All right. And now let's take a look at the really, really cool part. Here is Commander Class Skylynx in his rocket mode. Rocket mode. His base mode. Durr. Alright, and this is how I like to do it. Now, you guys can do it differently. If I can get this piece. There we go. Alright, let's fold this ramp out. And I like to connect this ramp right here. Alright, there we go. Not optimal, but it's okay. Then we can move this rocket over here or over here. That looks pretty cool. Then I told you guys a couple of videos ago, or a few videos ago, that I had Sky of Skylinks out because I was going to do this video the Botropolis rescue, which, by the way, they're, according to the Amazon listing, Skylinks gets lost and Optimus Prime sends these guys to find him. Dang it. Can't reach what I'm trying to do. All right. And there we go. Skylinks, Ironworks, Over Air, Moonrock Micromaster, another Ironworks, Blastmaster, and dang gummit, I forgot the other guy's name. But anyway, there they all are. That makes a nice little base. And I'm not that big on base formers, but this, these guys I will be leaving in their base modes now. And this Ironworks too. I'm just going to keep all this together. Not Skylinks. I'm probably going to turn him back into Skylinks for the display. But Ironworks, Over Air, this other Ironworks, they're going to stay in these modes in my display. And that does it for the funny, fun parts. And for my final thoughts, again, I'm not that big on base formers, but these guys together look really cool. At least in my opinion. If you disagree, the comments are down there. You can leave a comment if you don't agree. But I like it. This is how I'm going to put it in my display, except again, for Skylinks, I'm probably going to turn him back into Skylinks. But just Ironworks and Over Air, I think their base mode looks pretty cool. And you throw in the other Ironworks as the gantry tower, and that really works for me. I like it. I enjoy it. I think it looks cool. And I don't know what else to say about these guys other than this is cool. So, thank you for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please comment below. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified when new content drops. And with all that said, I will see you next time.